How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to show you what it's like to drive the all-new Tesla Model X Plaid. What a world we live in where you can buy a 6-seater all-electric SUV that has 1,020 horsepower and can do 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. Now, there are two Model X's to choose from. The base model, which has two motors, 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, will set you back $99,000, 332 miles of range. Then, of course, there's the Model X Plaid with three motors and 1,020 horsepower with 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds and the quarter mile in 9.9 seconds. Stick around to the end of the review because we're going to be doing the first ever real-world test of its 0 to 60 using a V-Box. Now, there aren't a ton of differences between the old Model X and the new one in terms of exterior appearance, but the slight changes result in a much better looking package and aerodynamic improvements. If you look at the front bumper, the lower portion of the front bumper has been redesigned. It's actually got a coefficient of drag of 0.24, the lowest of any SUV in the world. We've got new wheels. These are the upgraded 22s that'll cost you $5,500 over the 20s. It reduces range, but they look a heck of a lot cooler. We've also got blacked out trim throughout and a new rear diffuser. But honestly, from the outside, it does look pretty similar to the old Model X. However, when you hop on the inside, it is radically different. Go ahead and open up those incredible Falcon doors to reveal the 6-seater captain's chair layout that truly is epic. Go ahead and open up the front door to reveal, of course, it's got the yoke. I know a lot of people don't like it, but honestly, once you drive this for a couple weeks, you get used to it and it creates a pretty unique driving experience. All right, let's go ahead and hop into the rear seat environment. Back here, we've actually got a nice screen where we can watch Netflix, control the climate control while the car is actually moving. We've also got individual sunroofs above our heads, which is pretty cool. Now look at that massive front windshield. The view out of that is absolutely insane. Some creature comforts, USB-C, as well as some cup holders right here. Plenty of legroom and literally tons of headroom. Now back here, even at 5'11", I can actually fit in the back seat. USB-C, as well as some cup holders as well. All right, let's hop in the driver's seat. Inside the Model X Plaid now, check this out. I can close every single door in the car at one time with one click of a button. How crazy is that? To put the Model X Plaid into drive, put your foot on the brake and swipe forward, just like the Model S Plaid. To put it into reverse, you swipe down. For park, you click P right there. We're gonna go ahead and put it into drive. You got your turning indicators on the yoke here, as well as the horn, windshield wipers, etc. Massive 17-inch display. Honestly, they've made such a big improvement in the interior of Teslas with this new generation. It almost doesn't feel like the same brand anymore. It's really, really high quality. 3 different color options to choose from. There's the two-tone white and black, which this is. That's the best option. There's cream, and then there's an all-black interior. Honestly, the infotainment screen is incredible on this Tesla. It's the first car that I've ever actually used the navigation continuously on the vehicle instead of using my phone. Love the fact that you've got USB wireless charging ports right here, excuse me. There's USB-C in here, as well as chargers back there as well. Now, let's talk about the different driving modes. Head over to pedals and steering. There's 3 different modes for acceleration. Basically, it limits the power of the car when you put it into chill mode. Full throttle acceleration is very, very slow in chill mode, but it's good for if you're loaning the car to a friend or your grandmother's driving. Sport gives you a little bit more power, and Plaid is the full 1,020 horsepower beans. Now, there is drag strip mode, which is going to heat and cool the batteries and motors to the optimal temperature for maximum performance and acceleration. That allows you to do launch control. We're going to be using that in a bit to test the car's 0 to 60 time. There's 3 different modes for steering: comfort, sport, and standard. I've got that in sport. In comfort mode, it's really nice and light and comfortable, as you'd expect. Now, if we go into suspension, there's different suspension modes as well. We've got comfort, auto, sport, and advanced. Typically, I leave the suspension in automatic mode when I'm driving my Tesla Model S Plaid. I imagine I would do the same here. You've also got ride height control because it's got air suspension. Right now, it's in a very low setting, but you can change the height if you have to go over crazy bumps. Obviously, very, very comfortable to drive. It's spacious in here. It sits 6 people, no problem at all. If you get the standard Model X, not the Plaid, you can get either a 5, 6, or 7-seater. The Model X Plaid only comes as a 6-seater with those beautiful captain's chairs. Daily drivability is incredible. 333 miles of range. If you get the 20-inch wheels, it is 20 miles less range. If you get the upgraded 22-inch wheels, which are fitted on this vehicle, so, I don't know, pick your poison. Do you want better looking wheels or do you want more range? Honestly, with the charging infrastructure in California, you really don't need any more than 13 miles of range in the Plaid. What I'm really curious about though is what does it handle like at high speeds? Let's go ahead and send this heavy SUV through some corners. Wow, the levels of grip are actually unbelievably impressive. Camera gear flying. What's going on? Nice M4. Wow, the acceleration in this thing is ridiculous. And surprisingly, it handles well. Wow. I've got stuff flying all over the place back there. Worth it though. Sorry, cameras. Man, it's pretty confidence inspiring for an SUV. It doesn't give you the level of feedback and responsiveness in the steering and suspension that something like a Cayenne Turbo S or a Lamborghini Urus would, but that's a different category of SUV. One, this is a 3-row SUV, so it's bigger, and 2, those cost significantly more. At this point, the Urus is almost triple the price with markup as a Model X Plaid. And honestly, that's just the feeling of it. The actual cornering ability of this thing is unbelievably impressive. For such a big vehicle, I am absolutely shocked. Now, let's go ahead and put it into drag strip mode so that we can get ready to do that full launch and test the acceleration. Now, something that I figured out that really makes me happy is this is going to give me an estimate of time until the car is fully ready to go for maximum performance. But actually, if it says there's 10 minutes remaining, you can actually do a launch control before it's ready. I didn't realize that. As soon as you activate drag strip mode, you can actually do a full Plaid launch with cheetah stance. Now, cheetah stance lowers the front end of the car a little bit, like a cheetah getting ready to launch as quickly and efficiently as possible. Obviously, in order to do our first ever instrument test, we're gonna make sure that it's in its optimal condition, but check it out right now. It still says 3 minutes remaining, but if I floor the left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator pedal, and then I let off the brake, you don't even have to wait the whole time for it to do cheetah stance. Boom! Oh my God! Oh, this thing is absolutely ridiculous. Wow. You know, I expected it to feel significantly slower than the Model S Plaid because of the weight, but honestly, it doesn't feel all that much slower. It's definitely a little bit slower, but holy moly, this thing is absolutely ridiculous. Oh. Well, guys, we are in business now. Peak performance is ready in drag strip mode, and we've got the V-Box set up, about to get to the top of this road, which has a perfectly flat stretch where we can do a 0 to 60 launch for the first time in the Tesla Model X Plaid. I am so excited to see. Did Elon lie? Does it do 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds? Is it faster? Is it slower? Well, time to find out exactly that. All right, floor the brake, floor the gas over the next 9 seconds, although I could let off earlier if I wanted to. It's going into cheetah stance, lowering the front. All of a sudden, it's gonna say ready to launch. I let off the brake, and boom! Whoa! Oh, no way! Oh my God, 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. This is ridiculous. It's literally faster than they're claiming, and 2.5 was already ridiculous. All right, let's run that back again. And we're off. Oh! Little bit of wheel spin there, and it's 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds with the wheels spinning. Second run at 65% state of charge, 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. So the first run, 2.3 seconds. The second run, 2.5 seconds. I'd like to point out we're only at 64%. So it's quite possible we could even pull a 2.2 if I was at 100% state of charge. I think actually more than likely. That is just unfreaking believable. Tesla, you absolutely outdid yourselves with both the Model S Plaid and the Model X Plaid. What an insane daily driver that comfortably seats 6 people. You can do 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. I can't get over that. And it has this massive, unbelievable front windshield. Woo! 2 thumbs up, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.